Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles. This is today's hard difficulty level puzzle and it's called Doublers Make Me Loopy by Samu Piano. And here are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply, which means place the digits 1 through 9 in every row, every column, and every box. Doubler loop. Draw an orthogonal loop in the grid which may not touch itself, not even diagonally. Values on the loop are doubled for the purposes of other rules. So, orthogonally means that they're connected with an edge. So these two are orthogonally connected. So an orthogonal loop, which may not touch itself, not even diagonally. So, for example, say we had a loop. Let's try to make a good example. I am not coming up with a good example right now. Hold up. Okay. This is not a valid loop because it touches itself diagonally. Now, if we remove that and we made it here, whoops. We want to remove this one specifically and move it here. This is a valid loop because it does not touch itself. Obviously, on the loop, it touches itself in one spot. And you could have a diagonally touching there, but it just cannot touch itself once it moves away. So I guess you could say it can only have every square on the loop can only. It's an orthogonal loop, and every square on the loop can only touch two other squares on the loop. And they must be orthogonal. And orthogonal just means that they share an edge. So this is orthogonal. What we did there was diagonal, so that's not orthogonal. And the values on the loop are doubled for the purposes of other rules. Just remember that. Okay, split pill arrows. Split peas. The sum of the values of cells on lines connecting two circles is equal to a concatenation of the two values in the circles in some order. For example, okay, so they have a 3 example. Okay, so let's do a 3 example. Say you had 3, 4, 6, and 1. That is valid because 3, 4, and 6 adds up to 13, which uses these two digits concatenated together to form to form a sum, or to form a two-digit number, essentially. So you have a two-digit number which adds up to the other digits on the line, not the one, does not include the endpoints. So that's what the split pill arrow rule is. For clarification, two-digit values could be included in a circle. Okay. For instance, a doubled 5 and a normal 2 in two connected circles could indicate a value of either 102 or 210, the possible concatenations of 2 and 10. Every line between two circles is summed separately. Right. So that just means that, for example, between these two lines, they must, this line is summed separately than this line. And specifically, if you have a doubled value, so say this was doubled, right? And say it was like a 5 or more. Say this was a 5 and this was a 2, right? The concatenated circles, this would be either 102, which is because this is 10 and 2 concatenated together, or it's 210 because it would be 2 and then 10 concatenated together. And those are all the rules. If you like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. I'm going to pause because I need to go to the bathroom right now, but I'll be right back to start the puzzle. And I'm back. Okay, now we're going to start this puzzle. So let's go. Okay, let's see. Interesting. So because there are two digits and this is one digit, which is in between the two digits, that means this must be a double digit. So any situation where you have two digits, two circles, and one digit is in between, that digit must be doubled. So that one is the case. That's the case there. I think those are the only two that we have. You have two here, you have two here. Okay, so then this, one of these must be doubled. Actually, no, that's not the case. One of them must be one. So we know the one is in one of these squares. We know the one is in one of those squares. This must be, it cannot be 5. It could be 6, 7, 8, or 9. This is also 6, 7, 8, or 9. This could be doubled, right? It could be like 1 with 2 doubled. So it's either 12, 14, 16, or 18, right? This could be the same along the lines. Even if this was 3 doubled, okay, what is... So these could be doubled. We just don't know. Okay, yeah, let's try to figure out the max. So this is 12 to 18. This is 12 to 18. Oh, there's another one here. So this is also doubled. Right, there's only one digit. So this is also 6, 7, 8, or 9. Hmm. Interesting. So this is doubled and this is doubled. And 2 in a row. So if you have 2 in a row, you could have both of them doubled. So it's anywhere. It has to be, obviously, you have to have a 1 at least. So it's at least 12. So you have 12 to 17 doubled, which is 34. But it unlikely to be, actually it can't be 34 here in this specific case. There's 2 of them here, right? So this is doubled, this is doubled, which means it could be, okay, so one thing is it can never be that, right? You need to have a 1 here that's not doubled. So this is 12 to 34. We could potentially have, okay, 12 to 34 on these lines. This is obviously 12 to 1, 2, 3, 24, so that's 48 possible. Unlikely, though. I don't even think that's possible. 46, right? If it's 48, they're both in that set, and can't have 4 doubled twice. I guess you could have 2 and 4. Okay, so 48 is still valid, actually. You could have 2 and 4, and they're both doubled. Oh, but hold up. You can't have... You can only have 2 at most doubled here, then, if that's the case. So you could have... Okay, so 46 is the valid one. This is 46, right? You can go down here to here to here. Can't do that. So you can only have at most 2 of these doubled. So that'd be 34 plus 1, which would be 41. Sorry, 34 plus 7, which would be 41. Okay. So that could be 40, 12 to 41. Okay, I don't think this is a fruitful endeavor. This is not a fruitful endeavor thinking about it. Hmm. Okay, the question for this... okay, I think we have to figure out whether this is the one or whether these two are the ones, right? It's either this is one and these two are ones. Oh, so this could actually add up to 11 too. Yeah, let's just delete these. That's just not helpful. Okay. Interestingly enough, okay, so say what happens if neither of these are doubled? That just doesn't work, right? If neither of these are doubled, that means you have to go here and then it just gets stuck because it's not a loop. So that does not work. One of these is doubled, one of these is not. So either if this is not, this one has to be. So then it goes here and then it has to go here. If this one is doubled, but this one's not, okay, that doesn't work. Ah, okay. Because it will touch itself on this, right? So loop, yeah, again, a loop that does not touch itself, quote unquote, means that each cell on the loop must be next to 2 other cells orthogonally, and that's it. So if this were not doubled, it would have to go something like that, which is not possible. Therefore, this has to be doubled, and this one cannot be doubled. So therefore, it has to go down. This is green. Okay, so that's not doubled. This one has to go down. These are fine. This is fine. That means this is doubled. So it has to go here. So we're just building the loop, and it has to go here, right? So this cannot be the 1 anymore. So this has to be 1, which means this is 1, and it's also not on the loop. Let's make it blue actually to make it not on the loop. The loop cannot touch itself diagonally, so that's not on the loop. So this is the 1. This is doubled. So this is 2, 3, or 4, right? So it's either 12, in which case it's 6, it's 13. No, sorry. It's 14, in which case this is 7. because the 2 is doubled. It's 3, in which case this is 8, because the 3 doubled is 16. Or it's 4 doubled, which is 18, and that's 9, right? So this is not doubled, though. So this is 12, 14, 16, or 18. These are doubled. These are doubled. Hmm. Okay, that's interesting. So this cannot be 1. Hmm. That almost certainly means this is 12, right? We need a 2. Not necessarily. Okay, that's not necessarily true. We do need something here, though. And it cannot be doubled? It could be doubled, right? Hmm. This is interesting. So only 3 of these at most can be doubled. It probably does have to be 3, though. Because this can no longer be 1, right? We know the 1 is over here. This is 2, 4, or 6. Sorry, 2, 4, 6, or 8. This can be anything. It could be 22. Yeah, that's quite possible. Hmm. That's the lowest it can be. 22 is the lowest it could be. It has to be doubled. Okay, what's the most? So 22 is the least it could be, right? There's no one possible. It could be technically 23. Um, we know only 3 of these cells are doubled. So one of them at least has to be single. At least. It could be something like that too, also. So one of them single at least. You have one that's potentially doubled. So you have 9 plus 9 doubled, which would be 18, plus 8 is just 26. So this is 22 to 26. So this cannot be 28. Let's say that was 26, right? If you had 26, you had 9 doubled, then 8, sorry, yes, 9 doubled and then 8 single. You could have 6, 7 doubled, and that would add up to 26. So that's fine. So this is 2 through 6. This is also 2 through 6. It could potentially be doubled. Unlikely, though. Right? It could be 24 and then doubled twice. So this can't be 6, though. If this was 6, this would have to be 2. You'd have to have a 9 doubled with an 8 single, and then a 6, 7. So this specifically cannot be 6. Because if it were 6, then this would have to be 2. You'd have to have a 6 and a 7 doubled, along with a 9 doubled and an 8 single, which doesn't work. Okay. Can you actually add the odd numbers is another question, right? 2 doubled. This is not doubled. So this could be 1. Um, this is 2, 3, or 4 doubled. So this is 1. We don't know about this. So this is either 12, 14, 16, or 18, or it's doubled, in which case it's 2, 3, 4, right? So at least one of these is doubled. The other one... so 26 is possible, right? If this is 2 and this is 6, then this would have to be 6, 7. And those would both be doubled. This would be 9, and this would be 8. Can it be 25? I don't think so. Okay, so if you have 25, that means you have 2 odd numbers, and then you have 2 doubled numbers. So the odd numbers add up with the double number to form that set. So then the 9, say you have, that means 9 has to be doubled and 8 has to be doubled at least, or sorry, it's at the, those are the least values. So 8 doubled is 16, but 25 does not add up to that. So this cannot be 5. Right? If you have 25 and you can't add up to... Okay, let's... Right, 25. Okay, so 8 would have to be doubled, which is 16. You would have to have a 9 with it, but then the problem is the 9 is already doubled in that situation too. So that doesn't work either. So 25 does not work. 23, what about 23? You could have 8 doubled, which is 16 plus 7, and then you have 9 doubled, which is 18 plus 5. So 23 does work. What about 24? Okay, so if it's 26, so this is 2, this is 6. This would have to be 6 and 7 doubled, and this would be doubled. So this would be 9, 26 plus 8, right? 9 double is 18 plus 8 is 26, yep. So then this would be the case. So if this is 6, 26, that works. If it's 24, I think you still have to have 3 doubled, right? Let's try to do 2 doubled. You have 9 doubled and 8 doubled. 8 doubled would have to be with 8. 7 doubled is only 14, so that's not enough. So yeah, you would have to have 3 doubled also there. So you would have to have 9 doubled with 6, right? 9 doubled would be 18 plus 6 is 24, right? So then this would be 9, and this would be 6. And then you have, so 24 would have to add up to 12. It cannot be 3, 9. It could be 4, 8, or 5, 7. Doubled, both doubled. So 24 works. 23, so if this is 23, you have to have 2 odd and 1 even. So this could technically be 2 doubled 2, and that would be 2, and that still works. Okay, 23. 23, you have 9 doubled with 5. So both of these would be, so the 9 would be here, and then the 5 could be either of these. Then you have 8 doubled with 7. So this could be 8 doubled, and then the 7 would be here, right? 8 doubled times 2, 8 times 2 is 16 plus 7 is 23. So that works for that. 22, if this were doubled, it means it's 11. So, but this would be 2, this would be 2, so this could never be 2. You could have a 3 and an 8. 4, 7, or 5, 6. This could be 3, 8, 4, 7, or 5, 6, 2. Huh. So it could go that way in that instance. So we know the 1 cannot be here. So the 1 has to be one of these, which means the 1 is also one of these. Right? So it could go something like that to be doubled. The 2 cannot be here either. This doesn't... Okay, so this is 2 or 4, which means this is 6... oops. This is 6 or 7. Right? Because it's either 12 or it's 14, in which case that's 6 doubled or 7 doubled. Okay. So, no, we don't have any information necessarily there. So we know 1 is here, we know 1 is here. What about this? Okay, what's the minimum here, right? So say this was 18. This is 2, 3. Say this is 2, 3 doubled. If 2 and 3 are doubled, added together, that's 10. So this has to be the opposite way, right? If this is 2, 3 double, so this is the minimum. We're looking at the minimum. This is 2 and 3 doubled. That would be 10. But can this ever add up to 18? It cannot, right? Because the 4 would be here then, and this would have to be at minimum 5 and 6. So that would be 21. So it can never be 14 or 16 or 18. So it has to go the other way. And what's the maximum this way can go, right? I don't think it can be 61 or 81. So that means this is 12. So I'm sorry. This is 41, right? Which means this, so this has to be 14 then, which means this has to add up to 41. Which is possible actually. But so this cannot be, we know for certain this cannot be 61. Do we? Yeah, because this is at most 17 doubled. So that's 34. 17 doubled plus 7 plus 6, which is 13. 34 plus 13, which is 47, which is not possible. So 41 is the most. So this has to be a 2, which means, so because that's 41, then this is 7, this is 6, which means that is a 2. So this cannot be 6. There cannot be a 7 here. There cannot be a 6 here. So the 2 we know is one of these. Okay, so this is 41, which means these 2 are doubled and these 2 are single, right? Can you ever get it with 5 and 8? 5 and 8 doubled is 13. 5 plus 8 is 13. Doubled is 26. 26 plus 9 plus 4. 26 plus 9 is 35 plus 4 is 39. So the 9 has to be here. So we know the 9 is here. This can't be 9. So this has to be 9. Can it be 5 and 9? Maybe. 5 plus 9 is 14. Doubled is 28. 28 plus 8. 28 plus 8 plus 4, because we have 5 and 9. 8 and 4 is 12. 12 plus 28 is 40, so not enough. So this has to be 8 and 9. So we know this is 8 and 9, 34, and this must add up to 7, right? Because you have 41. So this has to be 3 and 4, which means this is 5. So this is 3, 4, which is 7. This is 8 plus 9, which is 17, doubled, which is 34. 34 plus 7 is 41. And then we have 14. So everything here is good. At most doubled, this is 22. So we know now that this both have to be doubled because there's no 7, there's no 8, and there's no 9 possible. So 5 and 6 is the most possible. So this has to be 5, 6. It has to be doubled, which means this is a 2. So we have 22. And the 2 cannot be doubled. So this is 22. This is not doubled either because of that situation. This is not doubled because of the loop cannot touch itself. Okay, so this has to be doubled plus something else to make 22. Can you have 14? Yes. Okay, so it obviously cannot be 3 or 4. Can you have 7 here? You have 7 doubled, which is 14. 14 minus 22 is 8. So that does work. 8 doubled. If 8 is doubled, that is 16. But then it needs to be with a 6, which is not possible. So this is also, we know this is 1, 3, and 4. So 8 does not work here. 9, if 9 is doubled, it can be with 4, and that adds up to 22. So that's fine. So this is 1, 3, 4. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. This cannot be 5 or 6. So this has to be 2 out of 7, 8, and 9, which means this can't be 8. So this is 4, which means this is 9 doubled. So this can't be 9. This is 7 and 8, so it's 15 at least. We have 1, 3, 4. This becomes 5, 6, and 9. Right? And then this is 1, 7, 8. And this is 3. So we have 22. This adds up to 22 also. This. So neither of these can be doubled, right? If they're doubled, they would have to go in here to here to here. But then it touches itself here. So neither of these are doubled. So this is a flat 15. How does this work then? This is at least 15, so this can no longer be 12. It can't be 32. It cannot be 42. So it has to be 21, 23, or 24, or 20. Okay, so these are odd. This has to be doubled to make a 20. So this has to be odd also. So this cannot be 4, and it cannot be doubled. This one has to be doubled. So that forces this to be doubled, which means neither of those are doubled, and this is doubled. Can this be 11? Potentially? Yeah, it still could be. This is 4, remember. Okay, so this is doubled. So if it's 1 doubled, that doesn't work because that becomes 17. If it's 3 doubled, that also doesn't work because that's 6 plus... Oh, wait, no. 3 doubled does work. Okay. So this is 1 doubled or 3 doubled, right? Sorry, this is 3 doubled or 4 doubled. If this is 3 doubled, that's 6 plus 7 plus 8, which means 21. If it's 4 doubled, that's 8 plus 8, which is 16, plus 7, which is 23. So the 3 is always here. So this is 1 or 4. So this could go down there. Uh, this is not doubled. This is not doubled. Can it? It could be 11. Seems reasonable. So this is 4 again. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. So the question is, can that be 1? Maybe? If it's okay, so if this is 7 or 8, it has to be 47 or 48, right? It can't be 74, cannot be 84. So if it can't be 47, right? Because if it's 47, it would have to be like we only have 3 digits, and that those 3 digits would all have to be doubled because this is 24 at most, and then you have to double that. So it could be 48. So if you double, it would have to be something like that, right? Can it be 41? Possibly, yeah, because then you would have 9 and 8 doubled and then 7 separate. Or it could be something like that too. So it could be 41. It could be 48. And this would have to be 9, 8, and then this would be 7 doubled. Or, sorry, 7 single. It would be 34 plus 7, right? So that works. It could also be 14. So it just cannot be 47. It could be 14, it could be 41, it could be 48. 14 would mean that likely these could not be doubled. So 1 has to be somewhere here. Excuse me. Could this be 11? Yeah, maybe. It could be 6, and then this would be 5. That seems feasible. Hmm. Oh, this can't be doubled. If this is doubled, it becomes 101 at least. And this is definitely not adding up to a 3-digit number. So this cannot be doubled. So we know that's not doubled, but this then has to be doubled. Hmm. Hmm. If this is not 1, excuse me. If this is not 1, that means this is 7 or 8. This would then have to be 5, right? Because at what is this at most? This is 48 at most. So this can never be 8. This is 48 at most. It would be 7, 8, and 9, all doubled. Oh, but you can't double it. You can't double all of them. Okay, yeah. This can't be doubled, so we know that the loop has to go here, but you cannot go back on itself. So it would have to get all 3 of these doubled would not work. Therefore, at maximum, this is only 2 digits doubled, which is 8 plus 9, which is 34, plus 7, which is 41. But then this cannot form 51, whatever. Therefore, this is 1, and this is 8, and this is 7. So this has to be 11. We know this has to be It cannot be 51. So these could be doubled. Yeah. So this is 48, which means all three of them have to be doubled. So it has to go this way. This can't be doubled. It goes down, so it cannot touch itself. It cannot touch any of these because it's, you only have, on the loop, you only have 2 digits that work. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, this can't touch itself. So this has to be a combination of 7, 8, and 9. This cannot be 1. Oops. This cannot be 1. So this is 8 or 9. This is 7, 8, or 9. This is 7, 8, or 9. Right? This is 48. This is 11. So this is doubled. So this cannot be 51, right? There's only 2 that's doubled here. So it's 41 at most, so it cannot. So then this has to be 15, 16, or 19. This adds up to 11. So if this was 4 doubled, that would be 8 plus 1 plus 2 at the least. And that would be 11 already. So this cannot be 4. This is 1, 2, or 3. Okay, this can't. Okay, so this is at least 7. No. 1 doubled plus 2 plus 3. Yes, 7. So this is at most 4. So this is 1 or 4. It cannot be 2 or 3. It could be 1 doubled. Ah, this can't be on the loop. This can't be on the loop. To get to this as a loop, these two have to be doubled. Or sorry, yeah, have to be on the loop. Which means this is doubled. Which means that's doubled. Interesting. So then this is doubled too. So this cannot be 6 or 8. So it's either 14. So this has to be 7, 8, and 9. So we have in row 2, we have a 7, 8, 9 triplet, which means that these 3 digits, 3 cells, must be filled with the 3 digits from 7, 8, and 9. So 7, 8, and 9 cannot be anywhere else. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is doubled, so it cannot be 4 anymore. This is 1. So this is 2, which means this adds up to 9. Can you have 3 doubled? Yes. So 3 doubled works, and this would be, whoops. So this would be 1 and 2 then. Right, 3 doubled is 6, plus 2 plus 1 is 9, plus 1 doubled, which is 2, is 11. If it's 2, so that's if 3 doubled. If it's 2 doubled, that's 4 plus 1 doubled, which is 6. So it has to be 1 and 4 in that instance, which does not work. So the 2 cannot be doubled, right? 2 doubled is 4 plus 11 minus 4 minus 2 is 5. So it would have to be a 1, 4 because the 2 is already there. So the 2 cannot be doubled. What if the 1 is doubled? Then we have 1 doubled, 1 doubled added together. So that's 1 plus 1 doubled is 4. 11 minus 4 is 7. So this could be 1, and it would have to be 2, 5, or 3, 4. So it could be 2, 5, and neither are doubled. Or it could be 2, 3, and one of them's doubled. Or it could be 3, 4. Okay. This cannot connect to this, but that doesn't mean anything. Okay, so this one is not doubled. This one is not doubled. These two are doubled. This one has to be doubled. This one cannot be doubled. We don't know, so therefore this one has to be doubled. We don't know where it's... Okay, so none of these are doubled. So here we again have 2, 3, 4, 5, no 6, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, no 2 or 5. So remove the 1s. This has to have 1 from 8 to 9. And 1, 3, 4, 6. No 1, obviously. Okay. So this is doubled, this is doubled. Interesting. So this is... It cannot be greater than 5. This is 2 through 4. Right? There's no way this is adding up to a 3-digit number, these two. We know this is doubled. Does this have to be non-double? Yes, because otherwise this would be 44. So this has to be non-doubled. Which means it still could go down here. It could go up there. This cannot be 2. Oh. This has to be 3. Because this is doubled. So this has to be 34, which means this is doubled. And it basically this can never be 40 something, right? The most this could be is 9 plus 9, both doubled. That's 38. So we need a 3. This cannot be 3 in value because it's doubled. Therefore, this has to be the 3. So this can't be 3. This can't be 3. This can't be 8 because this can't be 16 to add up to. So this is 34, 36, or 38. And all of them are valid. But they both have to be doubled. So this is doubled now too. So that's doubled. This can't be doubled. This can't be doubled because it can't get in the corner by itself. It's one of these two. So this cannot be doubled because it would touch itself diagonally, which means this one has to go here. It could go something like, oh, this is doubled. And we know this one cannot be doubled then, right? So both of these are doubled, which means it's 1 plus 2 doubled. Yeah, if it's 1 plus 3 doubled, that doesn't work. So it has to be 1 plus 2 doubled. Oh, wait, this could actually be 2 still. That was a mistake, but it's a minor mistake. If it's 1 plus 2 doubled, if it's 1 plus 2 doubled, wait, this can't be 38. No, yeah, because 38 is 19 doubled. So this can't be 4. If it's 1 plus 3 doubled, that doesn't work because we know that's 2. So these three have to add up to 9. 1 plus 3 is 8, but then it would have to have a 1, so that doesn't work. 1 plus 2 is the only possibility. So this becomes 1, 2. This has to be 3 undoubled. So this is 1, 2, 1, 2, which forces this to be 3, which means this is 36, which means you have to have 9 and 9. So this cannot be 9. This can't be 9, so this is 7, which means this is 14. So this is 1, 4, but the 2 has to be doubled. So no 2, 3. No 3, 9, no 9. This is because of Sudoku. This can't be 7 because of Sudoku, so the 7 has to be here because of Sudoku. This can't be 2, this can't be 3, this can't be 2. Okay, so we got 3993. Um, This could be 4, 5, 6, and 7. Can it be 5, 6, or 7? I don't think so, right? This is at most 24. Yeah, it'll never add up to a 3-digit number. So this has to be 4. So this can't be 4, this can't be 4. We have 5, 6, 7 here. No 7. This is 5, 6, 7, 9. That can't be 7 because of Sudoku. 1, 2. We have, this has to be 4 because of Sudoku. Because the 4 can't be there, 4 can't be here, 4 can't be here, 4 can't be here. So then this is what, 5, 6, 7, 8. No 7 there because Sudoku. This is 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 5, 6, and 8. So we have 5, 6, 5, 6, 8, and this becomes 2 and 7. So this can't be 2. This is 7 from Sudoku. 2 from Sudoku. This can't be 7. So we have that. I guess this could still go around here. Oh no, it cannot go around here. If it goes around here, then it will touch itself there. So this one has to go straight. This can't be doubled. This can't be on the loop. So we have something here. Okay. This is 8. What is this most? So this cannot be 4, I don't think. It could be 1 doubled, but it cannot be 4. Right? It'd be 48 then. And there's no way this adds up to 48 because none of these are doubled. So this would be 24 at most and then plus 8. So 5, 6, 7 is already 18 by itself. This must be 1 double then. Right? Then it can't be 18. It obviously can't be 80 something. So this has to be a 1, but it has to be doubled. Which means this is 2. Whoops. This is a 2. This is a 1 from Sudoku. This is a 4 because of Sudoku, which makes that a 3 because of Sudoku, a 1 because this is 6 plus 7 plus 8, which adds up to 21. So this is a 1 because of Sudoku. This can't be 2, so this is a 2 because of Sudoku. No 2, no 1. The 8 has to be one of these two. This is 28. So what is this at most? Can this be 5 or 6? Say this was 6, right? This is 28. 28 minus 6 is 22. And 6, 8, and 7 cannot add up to it. So this has to be 8. This cannot be 8. So we know 28, so this adds up to 20. And that has to be then 5 plus 7 plus 8, which makes this 5 plus 8. This is 6 because of Sudoku, 5 because of Sudoku, 6 because of Sudoku, 5 because of Sudoku. These cannot be 5. This can't be 8 anymore. This can't be 6. All because of Sudoku. That can't be 5. Let's fill in. Okay, so we got all of these. This is a 5. We don't know what... Oh, this has to be doubled. There's no way this is adding up to a 3-digit number. So, yeah. So this would have to be 3 or 4. It can't be 3, so it's a 4. So this is either 58 or 8. Can't be 85. 58. This is 58. This is 30. Oh wait, there's no 7. So this can't be 4 because it's Sudoku. This is a 3 or a 6. It can't be a 3. This is a 6. This is 58. This is at okay, so this can't be 6 because of Sudoku. This is a 3 because of Sudoku. This can't be a 3 because of Sudoku. So this is 58. What does that mean? Say this was the most doubled, which is possible. So that'd be 8 and 9. 8 and 9 is 17. Doubled is 34. So 58 minus 34. 58 minus 34 is 24, right? 58 minus 34 is 24. So this has to add up to 12 then in that case. Do these both have to be doubled? No. Technically not. Okay, let's fill in some digits then. We have 3, 4, 5, 8, and 9. Okay, no 3, no 3. 4, 5, 8, 9. So no 4 or 9. This is 5, 6. This is a 5, 6, 8 combination. So all 3 cells here have only work with 5, 6, and 8. Therefore, 5, 6, and 8 cannot be in any of the other numbers in that box. So this becomes 4, 9, 4, 9. This is then 5 and 8. And this is 1, 2, and 7. So this can't be 1 or 2, so that's 7. This can't has to be 2 because of Sudoku, 1 because of Sudoku. This is 5. Okay, so this is 5, 6, and oops. Is 5, 6, and 8. 5 can't be there because of Sudoku. We have a 6, 8, 6, 9, and 8, 9 pair. So there can't triplet actually in this column. So it cannot have a 6, 8, or 9 in any of the other cells in that column. So this can't be 6 or 9. So this is 2, 3, or 4. This can't, because of Sudoku, this has to be a 2. This can't be 2. That's 3 or 4. And so this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 because of Sudoku. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This can't be 3 or 4 or 6 or no 6 or 8 because of Sudoku. So we fulfilled or satisfied so this is at least 4. If this is 5, this would have to be 6. So this would be 10. So if this is 5, this is 4 and 6, so that's 10. This would have to add up to 5, which is not possible because this can't be 3 or 4. Therefore, this cannot be 5. Therefore, this is a 9. This cannot be 9. This can't be 9. So say this was a 9. This again, this is 58. If this is 6 not doubled, oh, how does that work? If this is 6 not doubled, it would have to go something like that. But that's not going to work, right? Right, okay, so yeah, this has to go here and here. So this is doubled. So this is not valid because it can only go 2 orthogonally. That's doubled also. So these cannot be doubled. It could go down. It could go across. But okay, wait. So if it goes across, this is 34 at most. This can never be 20. So these both have to be doubled, which means that cannot be doubled, which means this is doubled. And we just have to add this up. 58, right? So this is 12. so 58 minus 12 is 46. If this is 5, if this was 5, that would be 36 equals this. But that's not possible because then that would be 18. And 2 digits can never add up to 18. So this has to be an 8. Oops. This has to be an 8. This is a 5. This is a 7 because of Sudoku, 8 because of Sudoku, 6 because of Sudoku, 5 because of Sudoku. No 5, 6, or 8, and no 5 or 6. This has to be the 5. So this has to be one of 3 or 4. No 5. Okay, so this is 5. This is 2 doubled, which is 4. So that adds up to 9. So this must add up to 10. So this has to be 3 and 7. This is 4. This is 9. This is 6 because of Sudoku, 4 because of Sudoku, 8 because of Sudoku, 9 because of Sudoku, 8 because of Sudoku, 6 because of Sudoku, 8 and 6, 9 because of Sudoku, 7 because of Sudoku, 4, 3, 4, 9, 8. This is all regular Sudoku. Let's make sure this adds up. This is 15 plus divided by, or multiplied by 2, which is 30. This is 14 multiplied by 2, which adds up to 28. So 30 plus 28 is 58, so that works. This is 5, 3, 9, 5, and 6. Congratulations! I hope you didn't get too loopy in this one. Fortunately, we did not. That was a fun puzzle, actually. Lots of logic, lots of leading to where you needed to go. Yeah, overall, pretty fun puzzle, and I hope you enjoyed the solve too. And I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.